Baker 8. Baker Roger Adam.
Alrighty, and what's the name there?
Alrighty, and what's the name there?
Say again?
What is your name?
What is your name?
Stephen, S-T-E-P-H-E-N.
Roger, Stephen, what's your location, sir?
Roger, Stephen, what's your location, sir?
Owasso, Michigan. Owasso, Michigan.
Somebody deliberately interfering with our transmissions. I think that's about a $5,000 fine. Anyway, Stephen, what radio are you running today, sir?
Anyway, Stephen, what radio are you running today, sir?
This is a MRK-2 7300. 7300 ICOM MRK-2.
Somebody deliberately interfering with a frequency in use. Please. This is KC9VKV, and I'm talking to Stephen in his new 73, that's 73 Mark II?
His new 73, that's 73 Mark II?
Affirmative.
Roger, Roger. Well, if you're interested in the setup of that transmitter, the first thing to do would be to be sure that you're in that wide transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900. Wide transmit bandwidth, TBW, 100 to 2900. That would be in menu settings, transmit sideband in there. Roger?
Transmit sideband in there. Roger?
Roger, okay. I'm in menu. Okay. I'm trying to figure out just exactly where that's at.
Okay, look at menu, then settings, then transmit, sideband, and the next step there would probably get your TBW up.
And the next step there would probably get your TBW up.
And we're looking for the wide mode, 100 to 2900. TBW 100 to 2900 called wide.
TBW 100 to 2900 is called wide.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where this is at in the menu. I go to menu. Do I go to audio?
Transmit, sideband, right in that area.
Transmit, sideband, right in that area.
Okay, I go to menu, set.
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with the Mach 2, but I'm assuming it's in many ways similar to the 7300. So it would be menu, set, transmit, sideband, right there.
Transmit, sideband, right there.
But on the other hand, Stephen, maybe we just take a note, and you can crank it in later at your leisure.
And you can crank it in later at your leisure.
Okay, let's give me a pen. I'll figure it out later. What was the instruction?
Okay, it's called transmit bandwidth. And we're looking for you'll have a selection of 3, and we're looking for the one that's called wide, 100 to 2900, transmit bandwidth, TBW, 100 to 2900, let your transmitter be all that it can be frequency response-wise, and then gives you just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger?
Daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger?
Okay. Wide transmit bandwidth. There's 3 of them. Want the wide 100 to 2900, correct?
Yes, sir. That's the one you want. Wide, 100 to 2900. Roger?
Yes, sir. That's the one you want. Wide, 100 to 2900. Roger?
Roger. Okay, I'll find find that, put it in. So what's the next one?
Okay, then to your compressor. And we want that compressor on at a 3. That's on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how your compressor processor is labeled. We're just looking for a third of its capabilities. So compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
At a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100. Roger?
Roger. We have a 3. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, so then to your ALC meter to set your modulation level. And as you look at your ALC meter with the mic gain in hand, and say the magic word audio, don't stress it, just say it as you would say any other word in a QSO level-wise. And then as you say audio, adjust your mic level control until your ALC meter is in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. So 7 or 2/3 on your ALC meter as you say the word audio. And we're not really interested in the last part of that word. It's just the part. I chose that word because it's just full of harmonics. It's a beautiful word. As you look at it on a spectrum analyzer, it's just a beautiful word to set a level with. So it's and then adjust your mic level until your ALC meter's in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger?
ALC meters in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3. Roger?
Okay, audio. Now, I see it there. I go to my mic and set that level.
You use your mic level to put your ALC meter in the sweet spot. In other words, as you adjust your mic level, it will determine what reading your ALC meter is experiencing. And what you want to do is adjust your mic level control to where your ALC meter is in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3 as you say the word audio, spoken as you would speak any other word in a QSO.
Audio, spoken as you would speak any other word in a QSO.
Okay, audio, 7 and 2/3. Okay, and my mark. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, audio, 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 audio. My mic gain's 40%. I guess how's that sound?
Roger, well, you know, the ALC meter on your radio will tell you more than anybody could possibly tell you. It's to me, the ALC meter is the most important piece of information on that radio. And the idea is that when you set a level, it's so much easier to set a level when it's a tone, a constant signal, as opposed to when somebody's talking and you have, you know, spikes and peaks and valleys and all that stuff. That's hard to set a level. But when you have a steady state tone, you can adjust that mic level to put it right at 7 or 2/3, and that's the reading. 7 or 2/3 is the sweet spot for that ALC meter. Roger?
2/3 is the sweet spot for that ALC meter. Roger?
Okay, I'm trying to. Okay, I got the meter on. ALC is at the top. At the top of the, there's compression, and right at the top is ALC. Am I in the right spot to see this?
Well, if it says ALC meter, you're in the right place. Usually, ALC meters are half the length of other monitoring meters in that location. In other words, there's maybe some power out meters or something above the ALC are usually about twice as long length physically as the ALC meter. You know, usually the ALC meter is about half the length of the other meters. Roger?
ALC meter is about half the length of the other meters. Roger?
Okay. I ALC meter goes up to the max, and I should have about 2/3 of that.
Roger, roger. 2/3. 7 or 2/3, Roger?
Roger, roger. 2/3. 7 or 2/3, Roger.
Okay. All right, I'm going up to mic coming down. Oops, I have to get in the mic level. Mic. Okay, mic gain. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Audio, audio, audio. Audio, audio. Boy, I'm already down to 20% mic gain. Hello, 1, 2, audio. I'm down to 10. Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you know what? I would come up to about 30. Come up to about 30 and let me listen to you. I think you have some disparaging situation there with your ALC meter. So bring your mic level up to about 30 and let me listen to you.
So bring your mic level up to about 30 and let me listen to you.
Okay, audio, 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 audio. Okay.
Roger, roger. I think that's pretty good. Why don't you tell me in about 10 seconds, tell me about your antenna system, Roger?
Tell me about your antenna system, Roger.
Tell me about what system?
Tell me about your antenna system for about 10 seconds, Roger.
About your antenna system for about 10 seconds, Roger.
Okay, my antenna system. On 80 and 75, I have a dipole, good dipole at 40 meters. I have a dipole. I love dipoles. I absolutely love dipoles. I also have a GR5 that I use, and that's about it. I also have a 2-meter UHF system that I use occasionally. So I think that's about 10 seconds. And so how am I doing?
Yes, sir. So what we want to do now maybe is add a little more bottom to your audio. Right now you've got a pretty good top, a pretty good mid-range. Just to double check one thing on your mid-range, that EQ is off. That's EQ2 is off, or plus or minus 0 is flat. Roger?
Is off, or plus or minus 0 is flat. Roger?
Roger, we were talking earlier, I think we covered it, about the mid-range EQ2. We want that to be flat or off. Flat or off on EQ2, the mid-range. Roger?
Flat or off on EQ2, the mid-range. Roger?
Okay, so when I get there, you want me to turn it flat or off?
Roger, I thought you were on your EQ page already. But anyway, if you're not, go to your EQ page, Roger.
Page already. But anyway, if you're not, go to your EQ page, Roger.
Oh, good, if I can find it. But where do you think I go to?
Okay, that's back to that place, menu, settings, transmit sideband. Then you had your transmit bandwidth, and then right after that, you should be going into your transmit equalize, Roger? Transmit equalizer, Roger?
Equalize, Roger. Transmit equalizer, Roger.
I'm having trouble finding that.
Okay, so take a note. And you can crank it in later at your leisure, Roger. The note is on your equalizer 2, your mid-range should be flat or off, plus or minus 0 or off. Roger?
Off. Plus or minus 0 or off. Roger?
Okay. Equalizer 2. Flat or off. Plus or minus 0.
Roger, roger, roger. Then on your treble EQ, we want to do that maybe 3 clicks boost from where you are. 3 clicks additional boost on your EQ number 3, treble EQ, from where you are. 3 clicks boost. Roger?
Treble EQ from where you are. 3 clicks boost. Roger?
That would be treble. 3 clicks boost.
Yes, sir. Roger, roger.
Yes, sir. Roger, roger.
Okay, I got that written down. What's next?
Okay, so then on your bottom end, and this depends on whether you can insert frequencies. Some radios you can insert frequencies to be worked on, and on your equalizer, some do not. But if you can insert a frequency for EQ1, the base frequency, we want 200 hertz. 200 hertz minus 2. 200 hertz minus 2, Roger?
Minus 2. 200 hertz minus 2, Roger?
Okay, base 200 hertz minus 2.
Roger, roger. And if you have a shaping adjustment for that, we would want that on a 4 shape, Roger?
We would want that on a 4 shape, Roger?
Okay, 4 shape. Down to 4 shapes.
Roger, roger. That has to do with how broad that equalizer is, as far as if you have the number 200, it's either right on that, peaky, and then as you start to come out to 3, 4, 5, and it starts to broaden the spectrum on that EQ pattern, Roger?
Spectrum on that EQ pattern, Roger?
Roger. Okay. Is that all the adjustments?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you, crank in all of those at your leisure, find those, and then, join me next Friday, and we'll take a look and see what all those numbers add up to. I'm sure they will be just beautiful. In between now and then, if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a group of 3,700, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
100, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Roger, roger, Stephen, 73, sir. Good to talk at you, and you have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. And like I say, if you get a chance, join us next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.